you some more.
We're going to see exactly how it does pan out. Dust2 is the first map on the cards, and to guide us through it is Scorny and Launders.
Thank you.
I agree. James is beautiful. You guys are beautiful too. Mal, I love the shirt. Yeah, nice shirt as well.
Thanks, man. I really brought, I think I'm colorful enough for
I didn't know you watch anime.
Let's move past that. I'm not a phony. I'm not a bald fraud. But I am excited because Outsiders and forZe, this is forZe with a very real chance, man. I want to frame this one as kind of forZe being this sharpened spear and Outsiders playing as like this ethereal entity, okay? You're jabbing at them. You're trying to get them done with all this preparation and all this form that forZe have brought into this stage of the major, and yet Outsiders just seem to dodge death every step of the way. They barely get through the RMR. A pixel is what got them here. And now they find themselves with a very great chance at just moving through 3-1.
It's a very exciting life to be playing on Outsiders. It's full of tragedy and success and glory and embarrassment. And I think that's, a life is about both the ups and the downs. Oh, Shelfie. Okay. That's pretty annoying because that was their smoker right there.
Yeah. It's going to make this one a little more difficult. Norvi firing off, drops bomb, flits down, and Outsiders, all they wanted was that B exec. That's all they asked for.
This could not be worse. The bomb is in the middle of the tunnel, and they dropped one of their 2 smokes in the tunnel with it, so they can't even exec comfortably.
Now it's looking like a carnival game, dude. Just a shooting gallery into the tunnels. But there's the flash, the best chance at just grabbing that bomb back. Zorte finds the headshot, and it's the same problem with one less piece. And one more player on the other end of it. forZe nice and clean on the CT side pistol. They go for that lower tunnels peak, and from that moment onwards, it is their round to win.
Yes. It's so funny to watch Jay make this rotation, knowing that he has to end up dying in this spot. But he is going to make some kind of play with the amount of time left on the clock. James' favorite resource. If he could harvest it, he would.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, we'll take that first one, man. But remember, if anybody knows how to calculate time, it's James.
It's not him, but who is it?
It's another gush and goes down. So sure enough, it's forZe with the first round win.
Yeah. Imagine if you could harvest time.
And just save it for later?
Yes.
Like you can with energy?
Energy.
Time batteries?
Why isn't it coming? I mean, they've literally figured out how to harvest heat.
Maybe in someone else's lifetime.
Yeah.
Once that bomb dropped, man, it felt destined to go the way of forZe, and sure enough, it will. No force buy-in from Outsiders as Dust2 gets going.
Yeah. Bomb plants are usually pretty easy to get on these pistol rounds. That kind of blows for them. Kenzie has a great position to frag, multi-frag here from Carr.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Nice little anti-eco ace.
Kenzie within seconds.
Done. Outsiders time to buy. Jame on the op. From now until eternity.
This angle just rocks, especially versus pistols. Sit back here. One of the most important spots that you need mollies to counter. And he knows they aren't going to buy one. Jame has been setting up to spot this lower pick, and sometimes the worst teams are not smoking deep into mid. This is really important to slow down your Kinder from going into lower every round.
Really repetitive piece of that early T-side setup from them.
Yes.
It's just one that's really hard to deal with, though, as well. You know he's there, but what are you going to do about it? You got to let him have it.
Yeah, it's the most important part of the default. Usually the guy who goes into lower is going to take the first contact the most amount of times, whether it's versus a cat boost, or a guy inside a middle, or someone later on as the entry. Yekindar. The point of that deeper smoke just to buy a little bit more time, but on T side, it's very easy to get all the map control you need for an exec.
Ooh.
Unlike some other maps. That's about as good as that grenade could have gotten.
You love that. 3 players now a victim of a single A1S bullet. 35 seconds, and Outsiders, this is where they like to do their best work. This player's been boosted on this box the entire time, man. Shelfie, Yakinder, insta-kill. But through that smoke, we get 2 frags back the way of forZe, and then a quick challenge from Jerry. Jane, nice quick scope, but that MP9 gets the better of him. Yakinder, you can run, but you can't hide. Jumps through the window, and Jerry, with the hot swap to the op and a second kill on that one, forZe, they're ready to crunch when Outsiders finally commit.
That's one in the butt from Jerry.
Through the flesh.
Pretty absorbent. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Thick meat.
Yes.
Look at this trail of pistol players. Outsider's going to crank that dial. Go for something fast all of a sudden. Yes, sir. Shelfie throwing down util. Zorte is going to miss the first op shot, so Norvy's on his own for a second. And he'll take one. Then we got Shelfie trying to challenge through the smoke. James able to stop it close with that P250. Yakinder a victim of the pistol as well. But James with the last bullet. With the last bullet will get his revenge versus Jerry. However, forZe continue on with winning ways for the 4-0 start.
Yeah, all things considered, really, really expensive round for what Outsiders brought into it. Purchased up from James, and they'll give it another shot. We had such a standard round, that first rifle round, working into lower control, no aggressive pushes from forZe. They waited for the mid-B attack. They set up for the mid-B attack, and it's not every day that the CTs will go up on that boost like they used to. That was almost 1 every 3 rounds a few years ago that everyone would jump up in the CT boxes. That's not the case anymore. So now that we've seen you know, James go for that initial pick in Suicide to spot lower, and forZe have smoked it, I don't think he'll try to do that anymore. I mean, he can do that, of course, doesn't really use any resources. But I think they respect the fact that forZe are watching for it.
Jerry trying to stretch around those corners. We're going to get a challenge here inside of the tunnels. Buster with the flash. Norvy pushes in and out. Easy 5 versus 4. Yakinder looking to charge up catwalk. Couple of smokes go down. Jerry very quickly on these rotates. Man, he's been fast. And Zorte is going to be sharp. Headshot on the op. Second right there. 2 more players to drop as Kicker does exit through long, and the bomb doubles back off Cat. Nice utility, nice team play, nice rotations. Very clean gameplay from forZe so far.
Yeah.
5 alive in this one. Shelfie walks through that smoke as James turns his head, and Shelfie's going hunting.
These are noticeably quick rounds that are coming out of Outsiders. I mean, we're crossing the 30-second mark, and everyone has died already. Oh my god.
I love that.
What a move.
I love that.
Yeah.
James says, you want some? Come get some.
I feel like James is feeling it right now, but almost everybody on forZe is feeling it at the exact same time. They just have to be taken seriously. So some very quick rounds. They're playing CT side. Opper's looking good. They're on the 2-op setup with the full nades. And this buy save cycle for Outsiders. Like you said, rotation's very quick, right up in their grill. As soon as they want to do something, CTs are happy to fight.
Dude, Jerry's just pouncing on him.
Bomb is not getting planted. The first tack pause called here for Outsiders. Probably a good time to do so. We're far from the point of exhausting options. forZe just want to keep doing what they're doing. They can start to open up a little bit. Honestly, if you're thinking about Outsiders, I think Outsiders, either they're going to take their spawn or they're going to go a lot slower. They don't even have money here, actually, so...
Oh,
he sees a boost, yeah.
Ooh, the knife out on the player at the bottom.
That was a bit of a mistake.
You know, if only models were left-handed. But he gets betrayed by the bottom of the totem pole. Yakinder looking for that quick answer. Oh, I don't think Jerry saw that one.
I think he did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
Good, good. Keeps it clean. Second player there as well, and Flitz. And the A1S damage will soften Kickert As we see 2 smokes and a flashbang still to be used here on Outsiders. Off coming to support this. Shalfie hits his shot, doesn't get the frag, sends the nade to finish off the job, and not even that can kill Kicker. He continues to stand. Buster, in the meantime, able to crack a head open with that scout. There's a fast A flank, though, and if that scout gets stagnant, then that's the bomb dropped, and any life that was left in this round suddenly evaporates. Norvi a step ahead. Flit over top here. Flit gets a little scared by Jerry inside of the smoke. Only Kicker left standing, as it is 6 straight from forZe's CT side.
Yeah, they're in the zone. They're in the zone. Every move they're making is working out. I mean, the most satisfying part about watching forZe from the RMR to now is that all their shots connect. You know, every time they see somebody, it is instant death. And so it just demands that you play the best CS possible. There's another example of it. Zorte with that lightning fast Tech 9. And again, they don't have anything to prove at this point from what we've already watched. Those rounds have not been close. I think, I don't know what Outsiders will do. They can be quite unpredictable, but I imagine they're going to try to slow it down because a lot of the rounds they've played already have been quite fast for their normal tempo. And I think that's been different. Oh my god, that's a quick shot from James on the door cross, and that's Shalfie who is going to smoke into lower. And the one downside about that smoke, of course, is on the initial cross, you don't have the door smoked for the cross.
You got to be fast with it.
You just introduce the ability for someone to have snuck into lower. That's the whole point of the smoke. Game-changing kill from Jame in round 7.
Yeah, time for Outsiders to get their first round win, but it can't just be Jame. Yakinder, Buster, Kicker, 2 kills between the 3 of them. They got to flex this man advantage. Very respectful round from forZe so far, as they just sit back and await the attack of Outsiders. Destined for the B site, Norvi. Going to be playing in the open here, so risky business.
It would make sense just to go through with the full execution into B. If they walk in, they'll be open to the Opera who's coming to support. Norvi waiting for the specific fight. Really well done from him.
Zorte, quick jump. Norvi gets away with the freebie. Yakinder's trying to hunt him, but that's Norvi with 2 and Zorte's op support as he burns to a crisp. We get man advantage back in the hands of forZe. They're gone. They give up on that attack. And now it seems like they need to transition into this cap play, which would be held by Kenzie in the corner. Which that should catch Flit off guard, but a duel picked up by Flit pushes Jerry upwards on the rotate. Frag grenade indicates the spot, but a nice kill from Jerry and no chance from Jane. He doesn't chase, he doesn't try. 10 seconds fizzles out and a 7th consecutive for forZe.
Whoa, Flit could have made the difference there. He did approach that fight really well, but the aim from Jerry made sure the bomb couldn't cross on his side. If Jerry goes down, James has middle. They're going to run right by him and get opt. And there's the difference. But look at the B side. 3 players dead entering. And it's because of that great off angle from Norway to kill Buster first thing. But with so little resistance in that round and Outsiders getting the opening kill within seconds of the round starting, they had every right to hit the B site, but they could have also done it with a full exec and caused a ton of problems there for forZe. Now, they didn't want to elicit any counter grenades, of course. That was the idea. But this obviously cost them. forZe read that situation really well, set up for a walkout, and equalized before the exec happened.
This time Norvi, again, separate angle, then he tucks. Oh, Shalfie with the support off of the frag, that's nice. Still though, a chance at an exit here from Outsiders. Shalfie's gonna put up that temporary cover of the smoke, gets lost inside it, goes over top it, finds Yakinder with his head turned, and all the while he still has 2 players on him. He's gonna get another. Jame will clear it in that backside, immediately turning attention back into the tunnels, where slowly Zorte comes, already scoped in. Nice flash to get him off of it, force the shot out, and then give Jame the advantage of just staying posted. Flashes go a bit too far. And windows under question here from Kenzie. He drops that bomb, looks to extend, and what's James' play? He knows he's pinched. He knows it's problematic. Kenzie comes through smoke and ends it. forZe seemingly can do no wrong.
Yeah, they agreed to go through at the exact same time, and Kicker decided not to put the bomb down. They want to establish James had an opportunity to get that kill inside of tunnels. But it was played well from both sides. I mean, he flashed the Opera off the position. Opera still had some nades to counter and move to the other side. Made sure not to just take that fight dry. Another tactile called here for Outsiders. This might be the quickest Outsiders match that we've ever seen.
And partly they're playing quick too, right? I feel like some of these rounds weren't boiled down to 30 seconds. Like, I've seen them crunch, what, mid to be 25 seconds once? forZe giving them the space, and Outsiders not sticking landings, man.
Again, I mean, forZe don't have to talk about much. Everything's good, really. Like, they can go more aggressive if they'd like to, but they've won the 5v4 now. They've won opening kill a number of times. They've read the exec. The B-side holds have been good, and it's Outsiders who have spent most of their time trying to hit B every single round. Oh, and Zorti kills Jame going for the aggressive pick on middle. He saves those for rainy days. Oh, and another one jumping up on the Xbox.
He sees the
going
third.
back for more. There's an arm.
He's going to get out of there as Kenzie is able to get his kill on long. Zorte's not going
Holy
anywhere.
hell, look at the confidence on this kid.
Again, that consistency, right, in what Jame has been doing. I said, oh, it's hard to deal with that, but Zorte decides to take matters into his own hands. And if anything, you know, I feel like if Outsiders must have felt good that Jame was able to get that pick at the start of a round or two. Like, if anything was going their way, it was that. And now even that strategy has a question mark put atop of it. forZe 9-0. 9-0 CT side Dust2.
No answers, no long control. They've tried damn near everything else. One really meager cat hit that just got shut down by Zorte with the op. And I still don't even remember when the last time the bomb had to be defused at this point. Did Outsiders even score a single plant? Has there been a retake?
They always get swarmed and interrupted. Chance at a walkout here. No bomb control at 15 seconds. Just looking to shave CTs off. But I mean, the money's just near non-existent, man. Kicker's out here. It's going to die before time. Ykinder keeps the op. Kicker wanted money. Counter-terrorists win. There's the 9th. Locked in with 5 up on the CT side again, dude. $12,000 in the back pocket of Zorte.
Yeah. Kicker was on AK, right?
Galil.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a weird one. He's almost in the same spot.
And a third tactical pause here from Outsiders.
If they don't reinvest, that'll be even more strange. Ykinder is the one who saved the op, so he invests into grenades. If there's no buy behind it, then it wouldn't make sense for Kicker to have died just now. But it looks like that buy is in fact coming in.
Bomb hasn't been planted once.
Bomb hasn't been planted once. Yeah. And they tried.
Yep. 2 rounds by way of time. All other 7 eliminations.
They secured the B site. They had a 2-on-2, and they lost before the bomb even got planted. That's how good forZe are playing right now.
9-0.
They got to be respected.
You know, they got through their first challengers swiftly on day 1.
These guys are the #1 grinders of these past 2 years, playing every goddamn cup that you can think of in this crazy, crazy circuit that we have in Counter-Strike.
Now in the big game, the big event, shooting for that 3-1. And if you get 3-1 and your only loss is a 2-1 series versus Vitality, and forZe are turning heads. Incredibly well-earned lead so far on Dust2. Another chance for Outsiders. No op duel down those doors at the start of this one. 5v5 at the minute 15. Ykinder's got to dodge those bullets. All good. Smoke is down, and the catwalk under question. Kicker now has 2 players with weapons to join him. See if ZORTE is able to handle this heat as he locks into the goose, sees those smokes come through. Frag's just searching for damage, and it does some. There goes Yakinder. First shot popped. Kicker next up.
That molly's no good.
Next down.
He still has a whole ramp to himself.
Rock solid defense, keeping Outsiders at bay. And Flit just waits out the smoke, having lost his 2 teammates and being able to do nothing in response here. 30 seconds left over. Bomb still, again, on the cusp of catwalk, but now kenZe feels that aura of confidence, decides to go rushing at middle, and he could just gun them down before they even have a chance. Down goes Jame. Buster's going to try his damnedest to get the entry. Shalfie there to stop it. And every time this bomb tries to change positions with Flit, it's a rock wall that Outsiders simply can't get over or through. 10 straight on this CT side, double digits without dropping 1.
Yeah. No pickaxe, no ladder, no shovel. No hope. And they die after time. Oh my god. Bad goes to worse.
No explosives, no wrecking balls, no bulldozers.
Yeah. This is like the first episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Pure tragedy.
Nice move, Joe. Like you said, Molotov didn't stop him, so he felt comfortable to just keep swinging. And that's Flit after time. So Flit with a Glock and a smoke and $100 to spare. Outsiders with despair as they're going to try to just smash their way into the B site yet again. Norvi, flashbangs eventually get the better of him, but so are the T's. Blind as a bat as he just locks this in on his own. kenZe, he'll find 1 kill. Jame waits in tunnels for the delivery of his op. Hits the shot to Norvi. Pressure still applied as kenZe comes through with kills and force fly forward on 11.
You don't play like this unless you know you won. That's the kind of pushes that we're seeing right now. Fantastic performance in the B site, man. Like every single position is just around the tunnel, slightly different. Lots of nuance and only success. You know, I don't think there's been a single failed hold. Even if he's ended up dying, it's with a kill. Long hasn't been tested almost at all, so it looks like Outsiders will finally attempt to go over here.
Jerry down into the pit.
Jame with an opening.
Oh my god, these flashes so continuous. kenZe's on his head! He's getting Goomba stomped! He's standing on him. He's standing. I've never seen something so disrespectful.
I don't know how he got there.
He's standing on him like he's just a cardboard box.
What did he jump? What did he jump on to get on top of him? Was he crouching and then he said, hey, okay, stand up, and then he jumped and then he stood up and then he was jumping on.
Man, forZe aren't just in their heads, they're on their heads.
What in the hell?
And Jerry's not going to let that pressure slip. Comes walking round mid, doesn't see it there. Oh! Kicker. Nicely done. Pops up, gets the headshot. This could be the round for Outsiders finally. A man advantage in the CT split, 1-1.
Can we get like a third-person replay of that kenZe moment, like to understand exactly what happened there? Like how? I don't know. This round is Outsiders' biggest chance so far in this half. We'll still have to work for it a little bit. Back towards late long. As soon as ZORTE falls off his post, he'll come back to it. And he misses a shot. Finally, ZORTE misses. He finally does miss. He can miss.
He can miss. Norvi looking for the clutch.
They don't even have to cross.
Nope. Bomb's already made its way up catwalk, so Norvi, call to action here. At an 11-0, go ahead. Try your damnedest in the 1v3. Kicker, that nade just dropped him to 50, so that's 2 players nearing half health. And Norvi, again, little to lose here, right? $12,000 for kenZe in the bank, ZORTE on 11K. Let's see the attempt. Flit locks into the box, and the other 2 still yet to cross deep down long. Norvi, yeah, more concerned about the ramp play than anything, so Outsiders have broken through.
First one's the hardest.
They'll have 3 more chances to keep this one as close as possible, but kenZe, underhand flash, jumps onto his head as he crouches in the corner.
Oh my god. He said, hey, you're not Blue Bin.
What the hell is that? Like that weird fungus that takes over insects in the Amazon. Ugh. Give me heebie-jeebies. All right, Outsiders. Feels like they, you know, succeed in adversity. What is...
Oh man, Yakinder, how did he gush him? He must have hit him running through the wall. He full peaked, but first bullet didn't do the job. And right now, when you see anybody on forZe, you got to kill him the first time. Shelfie's out of there.
Shelfie even gave him like the delayed reaction. The fact that he's still alive. Falls back, plays A-site. Long doors. Under question, thanks to Kenzie. Tucked close to them. Kicker leaves the post. That's an open flank if forZe decide to pull the trigger on it. The Outsiders can always get to mid. They can always get to box. They can always question Cat. But it's moving beyond this point as Kenzie rounds the barrels, sees two players bottom mid, does damage, decides to repeat as both of them look back at him. That is his 17th and 18th frag. Flashes his way back towards middle, catches James jumping in the corner, and that is just a collapsed pile of corpses outside of door. No footing for Outsiders in this one. They go stagnant in mid, and forZe respawn back. A singular round for Outsiders still.
Yeah, this is a 2-1 match, and this round it feels like Outsiders are not playing like it whatsoever. Not even punishing that peak from Kenzie after he gave him an opportunity. They are picking the right times to push. They're getting damage off. But Outsiders aren't shooting back.
How does he survive that?
Kinder has 1 kill so far. Buster and Kickert have 2 kills each.
James trying his damnedest as he just racks up his 12th. As many kills as his entire team combined. Shelfie floating in through middle, decides to double back through the doorway. Long's been relatively underplayed, but looks like Outsiders are going to come for it. CTs look to stack up close. If there's a flash here, that may work. But everybody's dangerously close to one another. Yakinder tries to go in. Shelfie point blank. Wow. 2 kills with the op. Total dominance on Long this round. And with a minute 15, Flit just tries to creep out towards mid. There's still so much time to play. And get the numbers, the bodies. Flit stuck in this corner. They could have heard that tap. But Jerry won't know if it's in the corner or if it was back through those doors. Jerry, he's going to fall to Flit as he forces the fight forward, falling. Gets back as Kickert looks to join James on the clearing of the corners. Norby just beckons them in, plays shadow advantage, but we've got kills here for Outsiders, and by the looks of things, Launders, a second round.
God damn. They even pulled that walk up onto Long. It was the right play to make. And then Shelfie just shut them both down with that off. They could have very easily lost already at that point, but full credit to Outsiders. They scrapped for that. So winning all their duels in mid, even though Shelfie did so well early on. He has to save 5 HP. With his, what's that, a Gungnir?
That is a Gungnir.
Gungnir.
Yeah. Yeah, that it is.
Pray.
You know what sticker that is as well?
Which, Cologne 2016. No, it is...
Come on now, 3 boxes. The triple boxes, Launders. You can do it. You've been doing your homework.
It's triple boxes.
3 boxes.
It isn't Berlin, because that was the trucker one.
Yeah. No, that was Krakow, but...
Berlin. Then Berlin?
No.
It was... Okay, I'll do one more.
Think hard, man.
E-League?
DreamHack, man. Oldie, a real oldie. And a real consistency has been James kind of tagging people, killing people, doing what he does on that mid window. Mid door. A door is not a... Or maybe a door is a window. Who am I to judge?
Semantics.
Maybe windows are doors.
Norby on the op.
Not a collateral, but a nice first open. Buster's down, Flit's close, and Norby is hot. Literally, fire on his feet. Yakinder burns him out of the position. And Zorti's sniper is going to miss. Oh, interesting. Yakinder getting Zorti through the smoke reopens this round. And for such a quiet half from Yakinder, it'd be nice to see him get an impactful moment here just to get Outsiders that bare minimum, that 3T round wins. Frag grenade banked off of the plat, does nothing. And it looks like forZe just want to sprint through this window. They're going to burn out the back plat. And they're going to back up a little bit, but retake needed, so here comes the util. Kicker just pressed up close against the window itself, finds the head and the second as Yakinder also a trio of frags in the final round of their T side. Final trio of rounds as well.
Yeah.
12-3.
So that's 3 of the last 4 for Outsiders as they round out the first half. And yeah, wow, it's a good sign at least for the sake of the match. See if they can actually turn this into a competitive game, but as far as we're concerned, forZe are the best team in the server. They're owning. They do everything right. They have their even strength on both sides of the map. Norway had an absolutely fantastic match from the perspective of fragging, being dynamic as a site anchor, being aware of almost every style of hit that Outsiders were going to bring towards him, and never let his team down in terms of dying before getting a frag. Making the rotations easy as hell.
Kenzie ends the half 20-4. Shalfie and Norvi both right behind him. Yakinder on a recovery of his score line, and Outsiders, them too. Important pistol here. James, Blit, both looking to face, and an early kill as that conga line of T players starts to work forward. Not half bad. Blit forces into it. Sorte with the 2 kills back, but Kicker, again, just getting these ones through the smoke. Like, take what you can get. Man advantage as the bomb has already crossed onto the ramp. Second player here, and Shalfie's just going to lock in on Carr. Norvi to the USP. P250 now found. And Shalfie feels like he's being pressured, so he decides to fight his way out of that position. He's going to go and hunt Yakinder. A 1v1 for him as Norvi comes in with a kill, but Norvi, he's also got that coverage. Shoots down onto the CT ramp. Yakinder onto the clutch. 1v2
Whoa.
as Norvi falls away. Bomb, obviously not planted for it. And this one's weird, man. Oh! Yakinder peeks down into the CT slope. See you later, sucker. Outsiders pick up second pistol.
Norway makes a weird mistake there. That one might have been nerves. I don't know. He shouldn't be playing scared either, considering how good he's been, how good his team's been. Dropping into spawn. Just giving up a very good spot. He could have played it from basically anywhere on the site, and it would have been compelling. Try to get tricky with it. So, all right. There's something. Outsiders, they'll take any leverage they can get. Players in the team looking to recover their score lines between Fit and Yakinder especially. Of course, it appeared James has been playing well, so that's just at least in terms of the opening duels. That's all Outsiders had to lean on at half number 1. Yakinder opens up with his first.
See Yakinder in that kill feed more in the last 3 rounds than the entire first half.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep for too long. You know, he said, I was like, you know, like, do you ever feel like what you do wouldn't work if you just didn't have as much confidence as you do? You know, you really haven't seen yourself lose. You've had just good months over and over again. And he was like, yeah. I just think about the fact that, you know, I've done Taekwondo and competitions all throughout Europe my whole life. I've like fought people. I've had my nose broken. And then I come into a server versus a bunch of sweaty nerds, and I think, well, why would I be scared of them?
All right, established dominance. Alpha mentality. Jerry. Ooh, he gets close, and he gets Kicker. Flick comes over. Kenzie there with the AK support. Now, they don't know about James, and that's the numbers game, baby. Sorty's going to peek into it. James gets there with a prolonged burst. He'll also find Kenzie. So they're just feeding kills into James. He just locks in that ramp control. Not half bad but everybody from Outsiders is going to have to retake up that very same ramp. Jerry decides to peek forward. He's incredibly low at 15 health, but now hands on the AK, and he goes down with nothing. Norby slides into that position, and it's Jame with a multi-kill. A crucial 3K to give Outsiders their 5th, to keep Majority alive, and to keep the hopes and dreams of Dust2 alive and kicking.
Yeah, another good round, opening kill. Easily done. forZe have afforded themselves a situation where just, a couple of very strong entries. They already got a bomb plant, which is better than anything Outsiders did for about 12 rounds in that first half. So, rounds to play with. They don't have to overinvest here. We'll buy some pistols. Good to see Outsiders waking up, getting the crust out of their eyes, taking a shower, having a coffee.
Oatmeal and blueberries.
Sometimes you don't know when inspiration strikes.
And remember, Outsiders, dude, they are that anomaly. They are the undying. forZe would not be the first team that Outsiders would rip that heart out, crush it in front of them. Kinder serves up a reminder to Shalfie. Down to 30 health right out of the gate. Fallback immediate as well from that little bit of a tunnel's pry. Meanwhile, Kickered on the boxes in mid. We got numbers here for forZe, but utility should hold them back. Frag and fire, sure enough, they wait. Have still tidbits of utility. Get a boost inside. That one gets predicted by Jerry. Good read. He's got an entire pack of players right behind him, and then suddenly everybody's going to redirect, because if they saw that boost up, then they're thinking less numbers on Cat, less numbers on A, and they'd be right. The M4s come back up that ramp. Jerry and Sorte will drop 2 of them. Jame gonna get 1 kill, but then miss a shot and be wary of the long play. Nothing there just yet. Shalfie's so far back.
Yeah, it's awkward for Jame, but there isn't actually a threat, even though he perceives there to be. It's coming out late, but his team is getting in position to deal with the Cat presence, and now he's getting tucked in nicely to blue bin. They can start the retake without him, basically.
Bombs down.
No rifles for them to pick up.
Real close,
yeah.
Easy couple of kills on that one. Jame just dodges deagle shots, and Outsiders will lock this in.
What's that? Weakness?
What? I can sense it.
Little blood? See if Outsiders can tap into that vampiric aura. Start to feed off of it. Some shots being missed. Not the same level of presence that we saw on that CT side. And for themselves, looking around and seeing each of their teammates doing a bit better here and there. Buster still bustering out. But outside of that, not too bad.
Got Flit inside smoke here. Okay, bit of damage. Goes for the wild spray. Kicker gets called into that fight and now takes what was a very dangerous position for Flit away from him.
I can't believe Kicker gets
Holy
out of
hell.
that. Such low health. I mean, for forZe, they're pretty confused. The amount of CTs that were just lingering there was so strange.
Flit wanted nothing to do with it. Kicker's like, I got you. Takes up the roll, and they both still manage to get away. Nice flash in. Flit, good damage onto Norby. He gets 1 kill and the dink.
Yeah, and that was Flit, a low player who got flashed in.
CT still stacked up. James gonna miss the shot, but Yakinder's nade finds its target, and Kenzie will die empty-handed. A fast flank from Buster as well. Should have this one all wrapped up.
Ooh, a little messy.
Jumps into the pit. Shalfie toying with James.
You could feel that.
He landed perfect. And Zorte, the last to fall as Buster comes through those doorways. Outsiders CT side is starting to make people nervous.
Yeah, starting to crank the dial. Gas stove is going. Cast iron's heating up. Takes some time, but it's got a high smoke point. Tac pause called. It's the first one for forZe.
That's where Jerry's got to do his best.
Yeah, which is great for them. They look like they're just getting shaky now. There's nothing too complicated about Dust2. We know forZe want to play it. But that long hit wasn't spectacular from the perspective of the approach, especially from what we could see. That was messy from Outsiders. I think it's actually good to know that you played a round that was messy from your own perspective and still won.
Sure.
It's all of these little things piece into the puzzle of the tapestry of a long comeback. And Outsiders have now knocked that out. Okay, we kind of messed up long control, but we still survived it. That shows us some resilience in ourselves. Mixed by here as Jerry's got the hero AK. Fitting for the hero that he is.
Kicker warned of the AK here in the hands of Jerry. The solo AK. Deagles all around it. A very healthy amount of utility, in fact, from forZe.
They could probably read the buy. Actually, I don't think it's. I think it's pretty obvious the money that forZe have because of the streak of rounds that Outsiders have won.
Jame pounds one through the doorway, misses its target.
Quite a bit of utility here. So forZe have a vested interest in, yes, like, you know, finding fights, but at the same time staying alive first and foremost for whatever exec they want to pull off. Doing a good job of evading a lot of the grenades coming their way.
Buster and Yakinder here inside B site. Buster's going to get flashed in. Perfect utility, but only one. That pillar saves the day for two of those players. There's still fire all over the front of this exit. Jerry gets out to middle for only a moment before he dives back into that door. And forZe, they decide to give up that B pressure, so Jame doubles back, sees the cross, counts the sheep, and shears Norvi down. Jump up over, will escape. That still damage. sorZe hit for 30 on the op shot, but we got a CT locked into Goose and another one standing on the ramp. Nobody's going to clear Goose fast enough. Kenzie loses his teammate, and Kickert's right there to trade frag. Now sorZe solo on his own, peeks into Jame, and if he kills Kickert quickly, then Yakinder can't come stop him, but that disjointed timing, still, he has a chance. He dives into the cover, and that means he's already thinking about this position from Yakinder, who has to be sharp. It's confirmed. 8 shots, 70 health, and sorZe just waits. Yakinder throws that frag deep, and it is on the money.
God damn.
For somebody who had such a flat-footed first half, Yakinder with a critical clutch, and he has tied his score at 13-13.
Yeah, he won't end slow. He's too consistent for that. Back in the game, sorZe, what a try, man. Couldn't have played it better. Absolutely did such a good job of isolating each of those engagements, hitting on the first bullet. He was thinking fluidly. I wanted that for him. That would have been a clip for sure. But forZe beyond that, they still have to prove they can just win a standard round. Coming down to a clutch would be nice, but I can't believe the story has changed so rapidly. Again, one of the fastest Dust2s that we've seen with Outsiders involved. And a second tack timeout will be called from forZe. That rotation was quite hasty. You know, up until that point, it was a 1v3, so it was a very good round from Outsiders overall. They did throw that flash attack in from Buster, and he only found 1 kill and failed to disengage fast enough, which gave forZe an extra gun, where they only had Jame on the original AK, or sorry, Jerry on the original AK. So their odds did go up a little bit there. But I don't know. The rotations haven't been like incredibly surprising, I'd say, from forZe. They aren't doing anything that I think Outsiders are worried about right now. And Yakinder's now on the op.
It opens up. Now a positive score. It's going to leave the T's kind of stalled out inside of middle, and Buster's going to waste no time, dude. Outsiders are starting to feel it.
Yeah, full press in tunnels. They're ropping literally.
3 players ready.
Into mid from lower.
Kickert's going to get flashed into this one, but they were turned away from it. So reading into it, still Jame there to at least lay down the law. Flit extends around that box, drops bomb, confirms a ton of numbers. Yakinder with a Tech 9.
He's pissed. He literally has an op on his back, and he's here with a Tech 9.
Who needs it? He's got the pocket rocket. He's hot on their heels. Shalfie's going to get ended by Flit. And a missed op shot will be the end of him. Flit with a 3K on that support. Helps out Jame. They throw Kicker into the pack of wolves that were on Catwalk. And Outsiders come out with another. This is a flawless CT side so far.
Outsiders are white hot.
There's the first one. No pressure in upper tunnels. Probably, you know, helps Buster go into it and confirm. And then Flit awaits them with open arms. Zordy, scout shot.
Oh! Oh my god. 2 heads in a row.
Quick little collateral. That's the cantaloupe and the honeydew, and Shelfie finds the watermelon. Pop noggins all over the place.
Yeah, they got a collection.
Shelfie decides to walk away. This is turning into something. Outsiders, they are on fire. They have not dropped a CT round.
Yeah.
And unlike that of forZe, which was just this like clean streak of 11-0, every site hold, no bomb plant, these have been outsiders types of rounds. You know? Getting nitty, getting gritty. And getting ever closer to tying this up.
You know, the fact that this game was 11-0 and James is still 23-14 says a lot. You know, he was doing a lot of good of getting opening kills in the first half. So obviously those 3 rounds or whatever it is that they got mattered a ton.
3 of the last 4.
So.
Ooh, but that's clean.
Wow. Okay.
Norby gonna smack him back with the scout. James quickly into position. And he gets a chance to go towards window, so that's where he'll find Shelfie trying to run and support this bomb. Oh, James, dude, feeling it. Giving them no chance as he continues to apply that pressure physically, mentally.
Yeah, he's been playing with a ton of confidence.
Outsiders now on 10.
The story changes just so fast.
X-Ray, there's 2 players
Damn,
there.
that's a collat.
Skewered.
You and your friend.
Fastest 5v3 I ever did seen.
It's not proper grammar, Connor.
Sometimes it be like it is when it don't. And I do. Buster flashed, but around the corner. James just waiting and waiting. And as he leaves, they finally go for that boost. So he didn't have a bad idea, just didn't find the proper timing. Outsiders really giving all the space here to forZe on Cat.
Kind of a milestone, crossing 45, 5 alive. Oh my god, the double mollies and nades. That's just to let him know, hey.
Yeah, you want it?
Yeah, that's so much info. I mean, it's actually ridiculous. 3 mollies saying, hey, you know, if you come to the A site, we just literally told you how many people are here. And now it comes down to forZe if they read into it or not, but they are just running right into the stack.
Jerry read like a book. Kinder clamps down on him, 20 seconds. They are playing against the enemies and the clock, but Zordy will find James. That helps.
10 seconds.
Kicker's been on Goose a time before, and as he holds it, it's Kenzie to trade it. Grabs the bomb right back, just a couple seconds to spare. Yakinder could try to jump stop, and he won't. Oh, yes, he will.
Oh, my God.
Beautiful. 2 jumps, 2 kills. The final second of that plant, and he takes it away. Outsiders are soul crushers.
Man, I didn't think he'd go for it because the op was covering, but he waited just long enough. And there was too much going on. Not even a bomb plant.
That comes so close. He starts it at like 5.5 seconds.
I can't believe he doesn't even get it off. That's crazy.
That's so close. Oh, that is such a gut punch. And now forZe to try and hold on to this lead that they earned so heavy-handedly. It's going to be a bit of just a clash into the B site. Buster locked into the car here. Yakinder's going to go down with no frags, and Buster's fully blinded. There it is. Double entry from Zordy. Flit immediately challenges into the car, but Shelfie's found his hands onto the M4. James shows his hand. Kicker throws his nade. That's Zordy down to 12 health. forZe may have just broken through, finally able to crush a round out of Outsider CT side, and it comes by way of B-Rush.
Yeah, they go take one late flash is enough. They surmise the entries. I was on a plane that landed. It was a smooth landing. I saw the pilot on the way out. I said, hey, that was a nice landing. He said, as I was turning the corner, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once a season or something. And I think that's kind of a good example of what we just saw right there.
Okay. Yeah, well, a couple more nuts and forZe are on 16. I also don't want pilots to refer themselves as blind squirrels.
Yes, I don't want lucky pilots at all.
Sir, sir, I'm going to need you to be good, not lucky.
Yeah.
All right, forZe, that's something. Something's better than nothing. Double op setup again between Jaime and Yakinder here. Outsiders, a well-earned streak of rounds. You know, in a weird, poetic way, this would almost kind of be like forZe giving Outsiders a taste of their own medicine.
I think it's going to be quite clear, actually, to Outsiders that Buster is very targetable right now because he's basically the only one who hasn't recovered in this game so far. So he's standing out, and I think Outsiders will know that as well. But they have to play the game of looking at other parts of the map. But I think forZe are quite desperate here, so I'm actually not surprised to see the op come over into this position. And oh no! Yakinder goes down.
Look how
Buster
fast.
will need to do it now.
Oh, he's so blind, and he's dead with nothing. Jaime, he's got a couple players on the cross, but the smoke already pops. He's already just securing his exit.
Shelfie's entry.
Dude, that is so quick. With an op posted on the exact peak, he just rocks Yakinder's world.
Yeah, Buster's been a liability. Yakinder was a mercenary called over to help out the B site. His cameo this round only, op involved, takes a deep angle versus the plate that it would have worked out. I mean, it should have worked out even versus the AK. Shelfie absolutely had to make that a first bullet performance, and he did. Carrying on from the first half.
Damn.
They'll find 2 nuts this season. And also, I don't know, this doesn't break the money, so that is something for Outsiders. At this point, it's just extending, you know, the length at which they have to go just to tie up. We have never crossed the point where forZe have given up the lead. It's only been within arm's reach. So that's going to feel good. Unbelievable. Oh.
And, I mean, it's ugly, but it works.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're blinding Buster.
Yeah. Yeah, Norwich shooting.
Nothing ugly about that from forZe's perspective. Buster has been eating flashes like it's his favorite food.
Yeah,
Every round, he's eating it, whether he's at car or in front of the tunnels.
Norvey gave him a chance, man. 10 bullets in the dirt. And just a couple in the gut. And nothing was cleaner than Shelfie's opening kill.
Yeah.
Buster gonna have to give us a marked improvement, man. Yakinder was able to do it. Kicker with a little bit more life in him, but those were the 3 players that were down there in the dumps. Yakinder trying to pull him up. Here we go. Outsiders fighting off 15.
I don't think we've seen the best T side from forZe in terms of ideas, and it's pragmatic. B side is the one they need to go to, and they've won just those 2 kind of really good rounds where they hit it. One on the eco, you'd say that was maybe a little bit luckier. That one right there was just straight targeted with an just insane shot from Shelfie. But it doesn't break the money. There is still a chance for Outsiders to prove that, you know, that won't happen again. And I would say listen, this game is not ending without forZe going B again. I'll tell you that right now.
They put Jaime in place instead of Yakinder. Free Yakinder up to play middle with the rifle. Oh, nice grenade. That'll help. Incendiary's all over Cat. Kicker goes for the deep frag, and that one, negligible. All the while waiting for some kind of mid-play. Buster going to try to create a pocket here within these two smokes. James now feels the pressure, which opens up mid. And there's Yakinder with one, but Jerry, quick trade, immediate. Kicker takes the place of Yakinder. Jerry's stuck on that corner, couldn't go back because of the fire. So good on Kicker to play it quickly.
Oof, they know. Yeah, they knew it was coming.
And forZe's players still unable to exit from tunnels. There's James to support Buster up close. A 4 versus 2 for Outsiders. 10 seconds to trickle down, and it feels like poor Jerry got stuck in the position that he didn't want to be.
Yeah, well, they didn't use a lot of nades to support it. Like, they had no mid-B smokes. They wanted to take the dry fight in the CT. They traded 1 for 1, then they didn't cross. They had to do more there. That did not look great. They didn't do deep. They could have done deep CT smoke from long. They could have done deep CT smoke from Cat. They could have done their fake nades on Cat first to set up a play like that, and then gone for the mid-B hit. Sometimes they don't want to smoke, so it's not telegraphed. That's fine. But in that situation, Jerry literally couldn't continue on to help with the split because his 2 teammates have died after the trades came through, and he just had nowhere to go. So they made their bed for them. Definitely was not the best strategy.
3 of 4 here from forZe.
Comes down to just getting the miraculous entries. But you know Yakinder's going to be good for 1.
Man, just when you thought that an Outsiders game wasn't going to go 27 rounds or more.
Yeah.
(12-3) at the halftime. 3 of those rounds in the last 4. And then Outsiders still within that touching distance of forZe, keeping them close. Yakinder looking to challenge. This is a tough one. James, he's stuck on the other side of this. Jerry's looking to go over. Yakinder's watching the jump up, but he just turned back around, and it's a second. Oh. Jerry looking for the third, but Kicker closes down on mid. At least he's there to try and recover something. Runs away, because when forZe get 1 kill, they have flooded positions in these final attempts to close out Dust2.
Look at how vulnerable A is right now. Kicker has to make some kind of rotation for himself, but Cat is wide open. This could be the bomb plant that wins for forZe. They're trying to beat the timing on the upper push. Outsiders are making a good pace, however. The thing is, they still don't know if it could be mid-B. They'll finally clear out, start to make the rotation over as Kicker tells them all the nades are coming from Cat. The cross is coming in. A 3-on-4 retake. Are they even going to go for this?
They've got smoke, Incendiary, a couple of frags. Molotov doesn't land on its target. Frag grenade as well, does barely anything here, so Flit hasn't set himself up for an easy success. And so instead, they concede. They walk this back, and forZe will find themselves 3 map points here on Dust2 because it comes off of the back of a proactive Jerry. Jumps over those boxes, and he just, for a second, probably felt haunted from Yakinder in those tunnels, but Yakinder turned his head, and so Jerry snaps their necks.
Yeah, tons of X factor here, at least for forZe, you know, where they don't have the cohesion to get them through some of these spots. Jerry making a move like that. We had Zorte coming close to winning a really nice 1v3. Shalfie with those unbelievable kills on the entrances into the B sites. They'll be salty to lose in that fashion. forZe earning this one. Splash of util damage there as well for Zorte.
Oh, are they going to go for the Buster push?
The Buster push.
Oh, they're just going to smoke this off, and it's only Buster.
Oh.
No early support. They find him in the open, the no man's land, just taken over by forZe. Yakinder gets Jerry. He's going to challenge. He knows that Norvy's already crossed, but now he's got 3 players to his left. We've got a CT down through the window. Kicker instantly killed. Norvy just tears them up, and James in a 1 versus 3 to keep the hopes of Dust2 alive. Norvy is right there. Kenzie tries to cross it. James feels the chill of the loss. Oh my god, he peeks onto the bomb, but Shelby ends it. 16-12. They know what they wanted, and that is a broken Buster on a B site. with no support on the hold. forZe 1-0 over Outsiders.
Oof. Yeah, they brought it, man. That was what a grind. That was an amazing first half, and I would say it's X Factor that made the difference in the second half. But that's also what makes them who they are, man. You know, like they're not a tier 1 team, of course. They're just trying to get to